Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about a DLC for Saints Row 4 that I thought up of. It's called Gat's Revenge. So instead of that like DLC where you get Gat's clothes and Aisha's clothes and everything, instead of that you'll get this DLC. So it's Gat's Revenge, and so this is what it is. At the start of it, you and Johnny Gat will be pulled into like a simulation thing, and you are in the plane from Saints Row 3 to start. And like your character will say something like I don't know, like, are we really back on this plane? Then Johnny say, I guess so. And then you will see Philippe Loren there, and he like runs off, and then you are fighting a lot of Morningstar. You and Johnny just killing through the Morningstar to get to Loren. So when you kill them all off, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the plane is actually slowly falling because the driver was killed and Johnny was flying it, but now Johnny isn't flying. And while this is happening, the plane's falling, you're killing the Morningstar, and Philippe Loren's running away. And while that's happening, you and Johnny kill the Morningstar while you're chasing down Loren. And while you're chasing down Loren, the plane's falling. So you get to the end of the plane, and Loren will be there, farewell Saints, and he'll jump out of the back of the plane. So Johnny's like, fuck that, and then he just jumps out of the back of the plane after him, and he grabs Loren mid-air and knocks Loren out, and then pulls Loren's parachute while they slowly go down to the ground. And this is when one of the Morningstar grunts get up, and the boss shoots him in the head and takes his parachute and jumps down. So when you get down, Johnny and Loren are both on the ground. Loren gets up and Johnny gets up, but then a Morningstar truck pulls up with a brute in the back of it. So Loren gets in with the Morningstar driver and they drive off. And this brute, he's not like the normal brutes from Saints Row 3. He looks like him, but he is like 100 times stronger. And once you like get all his health down, it'll take a long time, but getting his health down will it'll show a little cutscene, like not a full-on cutscene, those little cutscenes with this kind of silly gameplay. It shows the brute punching Johnny and then punching you away, but then Oleg comes in, and Oleg fights him off, and then does that like drop where he smashes their head, and then that's when you meet Oleg, and then you like talk up to Oleg and everything about what's going on, and he said like, how are you alive and everything, and then they say, in this universe I never died and everything. But anyway, you ask him, do you know where to find Loren? And he said yes, in the Morningstar like tower from Saints Row 3, and it's not blown up in this universe. And Oleg brings you there, and you need to fight up the tower again, like Saints Row 3 but better. You're fighting through it. By the way, you have no superpowers in this. Just you're using guns from Saints Row 3 as well, and they'll come with the DLC, but you only unlock them after doing the missions. Anyway, I'll tell you about all the unlocks after this. But you finally get up to the top of the whole place. You got while Oleg gets stuck on one of the floors because there's a brute standing in your way from getting to Loren, and Oleg says, I'll take care of him, you go and fight Loren. And then you go over to Loren, and before you can like shoot Loren or anything, Kiki, not Viola but Kiki, comes over and she like starts fighting with you. Lads, when I said that Kiki attacked you, I should have said that Viola and Kiki attacked her, because you never recruited her in this universe. So she attacked you as well, and you have to beat both of them. And after you beat both of them, you go down to Loren. So just remember that, guys. While Loren is about to get away, Johnny runs up to Loren and pulls him out the window with him, and they both go flying down to a different floor of the tower. While this is going on, you have to kill Kiki, but like you don't actually kill her, you just have to beat her, as she's a boss. And once you beat her, she'll be knocked out, and then you jump down to Johnny and Loren. and then you like Loren's really hurt and everything, so you don't really have to fight him, but like you still have to fight him a little bit, but he's not that powerful. And then Loren said, once you jump down there, Loren says, I have one wish before I die, and Johnny says, too bad, and shoots Loren in the head. And that's when you get teleported, you get sucked into a portal, and you end up in Stillwater. And you're in Stillwater by yourself. Johnny is nowhere near you. And you're so amazed to be in Stillwater. Now, there wouldn't be that many things that you could do, but you can go into some of the old places and everything. You couldn't really access that many of your cribs, but maybe like the first crib you get, maybe you could access that. But that's besides the point. Anyway, you have to go over to Aisha's house, and when you go to Aisha's house, Aisha's alive and Johnny's there, and like Johnny's hugging and talking to her, and then he says, wait, if you're alive, doesn't that mean that like that boss who killed her, sorry, I can't remember his name, some of you might know his name, but after he says that, he tells Aisha to get out of the house as fast as she can. So Aisha comes out, and then you hear Ronin walking in. So Johnny shoots the first guy of the Ronin that walks in the cutscene, and then it's Jumichi, that's his name. So then a big fight goes down with the boss, Gat, and Jumichi, but first you have to kill off Ronin while this is happening. Then you have to fight him, and he's like really powerful, but it's only a katana fight because he knocked away your guns, so it's a katana fight completely, you Gat versus him, and it's really hard to beat. But after you beat it, he kicks you over like Aisha's couch, and then stabs Johnny through the leg with his katana and runs out. Johnny pulls the katana out of his leg, and like he can barely walk. So the boss, your character, drives the bike while Johnny's on the back shooting, and you have to try and knock Jumichi off his bike. And once you do that, he'll fall to the ground, and then before, like, he's just sitting there in a corner about to die, and before he could do anything, Johnny sticks a katana right through his chest and kills him. And then before Johnny says, let's get back to Ish, and then they get sucked through another portal, and then like you're up against Zinyak. Even though Zinyak is dead, you're up against Zinyak. And then the boss says, really, this guy again, didn't we kill him already? And then Johnny says, this is my revenge, isn't it? This guy had me locked up for years, so. And then they get into a big battle with Zinyak. It's funner than the one at the end of the game. It's not as annoying and everything. And after you kill Zinyak, I don't really know how you'd kill Zinyak and anything, but the boss says something like, I already ripped off your head, now it's Johnny's turn. But Johnny says, I have something else in plan. And then like pulls out his two knives, Johnny does, and like starts cutting around Zinyak's head, and then like rips it off. And then the boss asks, are we done here? And then like he says, yeah. Then they get teleported back to the ship, and that was that. But now I'm going to say what all the unlockables are. By the way, I'm not sure if this should really be one, but maybe either killing Dex, or if not killing Dex would be one. Maybe the guy who ordered it, I definitely won't remember his name, from the Ronin as well, who like you bury live, maybe you get to fight him again, and that whole cutscene goes down again. If either happens, I'll explain what could happen, and this is only if you want an extra revenge just to make it better. So the one with Dex would be for being a traitor. It's a big huge battle with Dex, but this is the one like before Zinyak, well, like after Loren and before Jumichi, and you fight Dex, and then when you kill Dex, you get teleported to Stillwater. Actually, you get teleported to Stillwater if you're killing Dex anyway, but And if it's the guy, you'll be at the graveyard and you're fighting him. Aisha's dead in this universe as well, but you kill the guy the same way in the cutscene. But anyway, that doesn't have to be included, just in case you want like an extra mission. But these will be all the unlockables from that mission. When you meet Oleg is a homie. From the mission where you save Aisha is a homie. Some Saint Row like 3 guns as another unlockable. Then the Johnny Gat clothes and the Aisha clothes, and there's something else. The katana as a weapon, and Jumichi, Loren, not Sinyak, just Jumichi and Loren as homies as well. And I think that would be perfect, like a perfect DLC. So tell me what you guys like thought of that, and if you liked it, tell me, would you buy that DLC? So it's called Gat's Revenge, and I would like that to like take place as a mission DLC, as the 3rd one, the final one. I think that would have been perfect. But tell me what you guys think, and other than that, goodbye. And as well, another thing I forgot to mention was in the unlockables you also unlock Viola and Kiki as homies, so that's what happens to them. So that's it, guys, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Hey, see. You want to get out of here?
I can't believe that worked.